Top 10 Best High School Romance Fantasy Anime. Hello and welcome back, fellow geniuses. Today's video will be giving you the top 10 best high school romance fantasy anime, with each anime having at least 2 of these genres. All of these animes are amazing and a must-see, so do take note of the ones you like. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on that bell icon to get notified when we release any new video. Now, let the countdown begin. Number 10, Osamake. Starting the countdown at the number 10 position, we have a relatively new anime about a guy called Tsuharu Maru, who is childhood friends with one of the most popular girls in school, Kuroha Shida, while having feelings for another girl called Shiroksa Kachi. Kuroha has confessed her feelings for him, but he immediately rejects her as he has set his sights on his first love, Kachi. He believes he has a chance with Kachi following an event between them until he finds out that Kachi has a boyfriend. Dreams shattered, Tsuharu agonizes over what could have been. That is until Kuroha presents him with a plan for revenge. A story filled with love, comedy, schemes, revenge, and a harem. This 12-episode anime keeps you interested till the end. And guess what? It fits perfectly into the high school romance genre. Watch as more girls join into the fray, trying to get Tsuharu's attention and love. Number 9. The Quintessential Quintuplets. Futaru Uesugi is an academically gifted student who has lost his mother, has no friends, and to top it all off, his father has incurred a large amount of debt. An opportunity presents itself when the rich Nakano family transferred to his school and Futaru is hired as a highly paid tutor. To his dismay, he discovers that his 5 students are identical sisters of varied personalities. They have no interest in studying and have abysmal grades. Some of the quintuplets are against having Futaru, whom they view as a stranger in their apartment. Still, his diligent tenacity gradually convinces the girls to accept him and to improve their grades. Throughout the series, Futaru develops special relationships with each girl, making what started as a tutoring job develop into more. A high school romance anime with an ending that you wouldn't really quite expect. Watch the anime to find out what it is. Number 8. Fruits Basket. High school student Toru Honda loses her mother in an accident and decides to live with her grandfather. Following the renovations of the house and the unkind treatment of some of her family members, she decided to move out temporarily. She declines the offer to stay with either of her 2 closest friends and ends up living in a tent while supporting herself. She moves in with Yuki Soma and his cousin Shigure after a landslide destroys her tent. She also meets Kyo and Shigure's orange-haired cousin, who challenges Yuki to a duel. In a bid to separate them, she falls into him, causing him to transform into a cat, which causes the discovery of the Soma family curse. What exactly is this family curse? Well, you'll have to watch this amazing anime to find out. Number 7. Assassination Classroom. Switching to a high school fantasy anime, this anime presents a nice change of pace from all the romance. Normal life takes a very strange turn of events when the moon explodes, leaving it in a crescent shape. Things get even weirder when the person who claims responsibility turns out to be a talking octopus. He promises to destroy the Earth similarly unless someone can kill him in a year. Moving around at Mach 3, he makes this task completely impossible for everyone and everything. He then decides to take over a class of misfits as their teacher. These kids are then tasked with the impossible mission to kill the unkillable teacher in order to save the world. Enter Nagisa Shiota. Nagisa is a guy who looks very much like a small girl. He is also just as fragile and nobody seems to take note of him. But Nagisa is not just your average weak-looking boy. He slowly but surely develops into an expert assassin. Not only does he have a terrifying amount of bloodlust, but he also has skills that can defeat an army veteran. A truly terrifying kid. This anime has 2 seasons filled with attempts to assassinate their all-powerful teacher, some being very close to working. Nagisa and his classmates managed to keep Koro-sensei on his toes throughout the anime. Or did they? Be sure to watch it and find out. Number 6. The Irregular at Magic High School. With high school fantasy on our minds, we move to a world where magic is a genetic gift, usually paired with technology. Segregation exists against those who do not possess great magical prowess in First High Magic School. No one thinks Shiba Tatsuya, a weed, deserves the enrollment, but they let him stay so he can take care of his more talented sister Miyuki, a bloom. No one except Miyuki knows that Shiba possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat abilities, and unique magic techniques. The ability to read and nullify magic sequences in an instant, making him an irregular at this magic high school. He is also a famed magic engineer respected worldwide and a special soldier for the Japanese government. Number 5. Maken-ki. This anime is about Takeru Oyama, who has enrolled at Tenbei Academy, a private prep school that converted from all girls to co-ed. Hoping to have a life full of ogling pretty girls, he reunites with his childhood friend Haruko Amaya, who shows him around the school. However, he learns that the school is for students who possess magical and spiritual energies called elements. They also engage in school-sanctioned combat. While his ability and Maken are not apparent initially, Takeru soon finds himself surrounded by girls, including Inaho Kushiya, an attractive girl who says she is his fiancé, and Kodama Himegami, a popular blonde girl who says she wants to kill him. He joins the security committee part of the student council's leadership committee called the Magical Security Organization, or Kenkei-kiko, also known as Maken-ki. With just 22 episodes, this action harem anime is packed with an interesting fight scene and fan service from pretty girls. Number 4. Strike the Blood. Moving on to animes that fit into the 3 genres, we have Strike the Blood. The world currently has 3 primogenitors who are the most powerful vampires. The world's strongest vampire, said to only exist in legends, the 4th primogenitor, appears in the demon district of Itogami Island as Kojo Akatsuki, an ordinary-looking high school student. It is not long after his quiet life is disrupted and he is thrust into the center of attention. Fearing his power, the Lion King organization sends in an attack mage known as a sword shaman for observation and, if necessary, obliteration. For anime reasons, the mage chosen was an apprentice sword shaman girl by the name Himeragu Yukina. Forced together by circumstances, the two form an alliance as Kojo comes to terms with his power and uses them to maintain balance in the world and protect the city from various emerging chaotic forces, while also picking up beautiful girls along the way. And all of this is done while just trying to survive high school. This anime has 4 seasons and it keeps getting more interesting with every episode. Number 3. Sword Art Online. This anime follows the story of Kirito, a high school student who gets stuck in a game. In 2022, a VR MMORPG called Sword Art Online was released. It comes with a nerve gear helmet that stimulates the 5 senses, allowing players to experience full body control of their in-game characters. One fateful day, 10,000 players log on to SAO and they realize they can't log out. The creator tells them that they must beat all 100 floors of the game to be free, and if they die in the game or forcefully take off their nerve gear, they die in real life. Kirito tries to survive the game by becoming stronger, eventually befriending Asuna Yuki and falling in love with her. This is an anime filled with romance amongst high school students in a fantasy world. It's an anime that is quite popular within the anime community, so if you haven't seen it, be sure to give it a try. Number 2. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. The rare and inexplicable puberty syndrome is thought of as a myth. It is a rare disease that only affects teenagers with supernatural symptoms that no one recognizes it as a legitimate occurrence. However, high school student Sakuta knows from personal experience that it is very real and quite prevalent in high school. Mai Sakurajima, a third-year high school student and famed child actress, has halted her promising acting career for unknown reasons. With an air of aloofness, she is quite popular within the school, but none dare approach her. That is until Sakuta sees her wandering the library in a bunny girl costume. The funny thing is, as ridiculous as her outfit was, no one seemed to notice her. After confronting her, he realizes that she is also a victim of puberty syndrome. As Sakuta tries to help her, he comes in contact with more girls afflicted with this elusive disease. Number 1. High School DxD. Last but not least, we have the ever popular anime High School DxD. This anime is quite popular and most anime lovers have seen it at least once. The story begins with a high school student Issei Hyodo, a run-of-the-mill pervert who does nothing productive with his life, peeping on women and dreaming of having his harem one day. Things seem like they are looking up for Issei when a beautiful girl asks him out on a date one day, although she turns out to be a fallen angel who brutally kills him. However, he gets a second chance at life when a beautiful senior student, Rias Grimory, a top-class devil, revives him as her servant and recruits him into the school's occult research club. Issei trains and fights in order to survive the violent world of angels versus devils. And with that, fellow geniuses, we've come to the end of our list. Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below what your favorite anime was. And if you have any other anime, be sure to also let us know and we could just make a part 2 of this. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified when we release any new video. Stay tuned for more amazing videos like this one and see you in the next one, fellow geniuses.